Hey guys, so I just went and got the GB Evoq, I don't know how to pronounce it, the EVOQ Travel System from Babies R Us, and I wanted to unbox it for you guys, and I'm gonna do this by myself. I'm 6 months pregnant and not very familiar with strollers, so I'm gonna put it together and you guys can see how even the inept assemble this travel system. So before I do that, I kind of wanted to talk about why we chose this travel system and what happened with our original idea of just, or our 14th idea that we were kind of going with most recently about just using the Bob stroller. So I've kind of been obsessed with strollers for longer than 6 months, is all I'm gonna say. Originally, just really wanted to go all out and splurge and get a bugaboo, which is completely unnecessary because we live in Memphis and it's you drive everywhere. It doesn't make any sense for us to have something like that. So I was very aware and I told everyone I'm just gonna do it anyway. I just want it and we'll just buy cheaper other stuff. But then as time went on, we started seeing everything that we needed on our registry. It's kind of terrifying. I decided that I would pare down a little bit, but I still wanted that kind of European look where it looks more like a pushchair or pram instead of just a stroller, which I don't know what that means, but anyway, so a few months ago I was at the OB's office and I came across an ad for the GB system in one of the magazines I was looking at, and I was like, this is perfect, it's the whole travel system and it has that pram look. But it's really versatile, and then I saw the price and it was around $400 and I was totally sold. That's perfect, because you have to buy a car seat anyway, and those are usually around $200, $250. So $150 extra for the stroller that converts, even for when they're big. I thought that was a pretty good deal. So we had it on our registry, and then we decided that we would get a Bob Revolution for my husband. He runs marathons like a complete lunatic. He runs marathons, but I figured if he wants to take the baby on runs, who am I to stop him? You know what I mean? So a few of our friends around town actually use the Bob as their main stroller, and so we were like, okay, we'll just get a Chico Key Fit car seat and the converter so that we could put the car seat on the Bob and use that as our main stroller. And we were pretty satisfied with that for a while, and then we got the Bob and put it together. It's big, quite big, and it's pretty heavy and it's pretty bulky. So we're well, whatever. I plan on baby wearing. We'll just deal with it. And then we were actually at lunch yesterday and we saw a family with a regular stroller. And my husband was like, how are we gonna bring the Bob into restaurants? How are we just gonna put the baby? It's they're huge. So that kind of got us started, and then we went to Babies R Us and saw that the GB system was on sale. So it was $389 at Toys R Us, Babies R Us, whatever. And I started doing the math and realized that at worst, it's the same price as the kind of setup that we were doing before, because we wanted the Chico Key Fit car seat, which is $190, and then we need the a stroller frame so that we don't have to use the Bob all the time, just for going shopping and stuff. And I see these women all the time with stroller frames, and it seemed like a good idea. It seemed much more practical and lightweight than carrying the Bob everywhere. So that's $100. And then we wanted to get a nice umbrella stroller for when the baby's a little bit older, so that we didn't have to use the Bob all the time constantly, to replace the stroller frame, car seat caddy kind of thing, for when the baby's a little bit older and isn't sitting in the car seat, and that's $80. So all of that combined came out to about what we were going to spend on the travel system. So we thought about it and ultimately decided that we wanted something that was a little more compact, that was a little more just fluid, just kind of symbiotic, and it seemed like the simpler solution. And so I realized okay, we're gonna get this travel system, and I went on my registry and I took off 4 to 5 things. So I feel Akram is happy. So I went today and picked it up, And now I'm going to unveil it for you. And you should have seen us putting the bob together. Like, it's not complicated at all, but we have like no experience with strollers. There's just a lot of like buttons and harnesses and knobs and stuff. And so I figure that however long it takes me to put this thing together, divide it by half, and that would be about for a normal person. So, all right, here we go. Yay! So it took me like 11 minutes to get it from totally taped up in the box to like knowing how to use it completely. And I mean, I'm really impressed with this. Like, it's so logical to me. Like, it's intuitive. I feel like it's really well made, and it's compact, and it's easy, and I'm very happy with our purchase. And I mean, of course, it's gonna be a few more months until the baby gets here and we really put it to use, but so far I'm about as happy as it gets. For being like $400, this is an amazing buy. So you get the car seat, you get a base, and you get a stroller that you can use in a bassinet position, that you can use in a toddler position facing you, toddler position facing out. And then it's really cool is it comes with a like footboard, I guess is what they call it, that a big kid can stand on when you're using it with another kid. So I really like that. It kind of is like 4 strollers in one. The only thing that's a little complicated about this is that you can't just go on Amazon and buy another base for the car seat. We went back and forth about whether or not we would actually get this travel system, because we thought that we would have to spend $150 on a base because we found one from like Albi Baby. But I read a lot of reviews, and apparently if you just call GB, you can order one for $100. That's about the price of like all of the car seat bases, which is crazy expensive, but this one's pretty intense. And one thing I noticed on it was it has a level based on the weight of the child. So based on like whether it should be more forward or more back, and you use things to like adjust it or something, I don't know. But that's a really, really cool feature. And I'm super excited to use it. Like, I'm gonna go put it in my car just because. I think it looks really good. Like, it's super styling. I'm pretty happy about that. It comes with a drink holder. The undercarriage storage is pretty good. Like, it's much bigger than the bob because you don't use the bob to go shopping. It's still not like gallons of storage. Anyway, I'm super happy with how easily it folds and unfolds, and it gets really, really compact. I'm super happy with my purchase. Like, feel like I've done good. And just so you know, I did not receive this for free or anything like that. I have no relation to GB, although if they want to, they can call me and send me, you know, another one in the midnight blue. Oh, it's so pretty. But this was totally my own decision, totally my own review. And I'll do a follow-up review when the baby's like out and about, and let you know how it's holding up and how easy it is to use. But so far, like, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled with our purchase, and that's like 5 things off our registry that are just done. So we're getting there. We're getting to the point where the baby could like come home. You know, we have like enough stuff where the baby could like live here. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't as like rambly as normal. Well, I guess I kind of still rambled a lot. I hope that it helps you if you're thinking about getting a travel system, especially the kind of like pram style one. I definitely recommend it, and I hope that you like it as well. Let me know in the comments what travel system you've gotten, if you have the GB Evoq, whatever, and if you like it, and